It's time for Monett High School Sports on MHSCubs.com. Tonight's game is sponsored by Vaughn's JDV, Randall, Mosry and Randall, Lance Metlock, Missouri Farm Bureau, Coast to Coast, Jimmy Mitchell Motors, Bennett Wormington Funeral Home, Freedom Bank of Southern Missouri, Industrial Machine and Engineering Company, 3D Corporate Solutions, Bass Equipment, Nestle Road and Roberts, Andy Brandt Shelter Insurance, The Monett Times, MEA Financial, Wintech, The CPA Group, Play Power, Race Brothers Farm and Home Supply, Architectural Systems Incorporated, Scott Smith Farmers Insurance, Quick Draw Gun, First State Bank, Glaus Family Dentistry, Grand Tire, Buchanan Funeral Home, Tyson Foods, Jim Haston, Edward Jones, Schreiber Foods, Price Cutter, T-Shirt Snob, Bernie's Floral and Vintage Gardens, Remax Properties, The Brown Bag Break Room, Riley Snyder, American Family Insurance, Monett Rental and Sales, J&J Floor Covering, Jack Henry and Associates, Windmill Ridge Golf Course, Bruner Pharmacy, Prime Cut, Brad Hill State Farm, Joe's Tree Service, Kay's Floral Affair and Gardens, Morton Buildings, Advanced Jiffy Machine, Crown Double K Realty, Lili Asian Buffet and Dining, Scott Thrasher Shelter Insurance, Monett Mufflers and More, Cox Health, Jamie Lynn's Dinners to Go, Monett Glass and Mirror, Peppers and Company, Jerry Sitton State Farm, K Concrete, Sonic Drive-In, and the Monett Athletic Booster Club. Now celebrating his 37th year of sports play-by-play announcing, here is MBCA Hall of Fame and Monett High School Athletics Hall of Fame broadcaster Mike McClure.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Monett High School. Mike McClure along with Dave Beckett. Great to have you with us tonight. The Monett Lady Cubs get set to host the Billings Lady Wildcats. Billings an overall record of 3-6, coached by Randy Tao in his 8th season, former longtime head coach of the Nixa Lady Eagles for 23 years. Monett comes in with an overall record of 3-9. Lady Cubs coached by Josh Klein in his 2nd season. Monett played a ball game last night, lost down at East Newton 53-26. That was their first game after the Christmas break. They played December 20th, final game before the Christmas break, and lost to Spokane 67-32. Billings played in the Southwest Girls Holiday Tournament, and their last ball game was December 30th. They lost to Reed Spring 45-39. We'll come back and give you the starting lineups and much more pregame coverage from Monett High School after this timeout on MHSCubs.com. We are also live on the YouTube channel, Monett Cubs Live.
Since 1959, Vaughn's JDV Company has been the leader in the Monett area in excavation work, including hauling and dozer work. They take this time to salute all student athletes. We appreciate the extra effort you put in, not only in the classroom, but in your particular sport to be the best you can be every day. Best wishes for a successful season from everyone at Vaughn's JDV Company. North of Monett on Highway H. Call Vaughn's at 235-7700.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
See Lance Metlock, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent in Monett. And if you're in Missouri, he's got you covered.
Coast to Coast is proud to carry Steel equipment. We're proud that much of Steel's legendary gasoline-powered outdoor equipment, from trimmers to chainsaws, is built right here in America. Working as hard as you do to get the job done. Real Steel. Find yours at Coast to Coast, 500 South Kyler in Monett. A majority of Steel gasoline-powered units sold in the United States are built in the United States, from domestic and foreign parts and components.
For 50 years at Jimmy Mitchell Motors, my family has been dedicated to making our customers the best deal. We work to combine a low price with a great selection of quality vehicles and top-rated customer service to give you the best buying experience. Our focus is to make sure you're satisfied with your purchase. That's what kept us in business for 50 years, and we're committed to continuing on that tradition. At Jimmy Mitchell Motors, we're serious when we say nobody beats our deal.
Monett Lady Cub basketball on MHSCubs.com, brought to you by Vaughn's JDV Company, excavation and hauling work since 1959. Also brought to you tonight by Lance Metlock, Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance at 100 Chapel Drive. If you're in Missouri, he's got you covered. Coast to coast at 500 South Kyler, providing sales and service on their steel products. Thank you so much to Leonard Witt and his staff. And Jimmy Mitchell Motors, 555 South Elliott in Aurora. Don't forget, you can shop online 24/7, jimmymitchell.com. Mike McClure, Dave Beckett back in Monett Lady Cubs, Billings Lady Wildcats, two teams that have both won 3 games. Both teams trying to find some identity with some young basketball players, getting better as the season progresses, and looking forward to this tonight. Should be a very competitive basketball game.
Non-conference for both teams, so no pressure as far as conference games are concerned about it. As far as you got to win this because it's a conference game, so it's kind of good to get these two teams together. They're so close and everything, and coming right back out of a long Christmas break for both of them. Billings only had 9 games thus far, where the Cubs have 12. I don't know if that's an issue of some sickness or whatever, but it is what it is. 3-9 for the Cubs, 3-6 for the Lady Wildcats.
We both remember Randy Tao over 20 years as head coach of the Nixa Lady Eagles. What great teams he had down there. Kind of came in 8 years ago, kind of asked to help, with Billings program for a year, and stayed a second year, stayed a third, stayed a fourth, and kind of likes it there in Christian County.
Well, but sometimes that's one of those situations where, if you say, yeah, I'll come and help, well, people just assume you're going to go ahead and stay and help and stuff, but sounds like that Randy wants to be there, and he's enjoying coaching again, and one thing about it, he definitely knows the game, and he knows how to communicate with young ladies.
I guess you remember his playing days for the then SMS Bears, huh?
Yeah, he was quite an assist man, and what a defender he was, but he wasn't the most athletic by any stretch as far as height or running or jumping ability, but he got a lot done out of his ability, and that's what I say, bringing that out to the girls' side of high school basketball, that's going to do nothing but help the Billings program.
We'll come back, continue our countdown to tip-off after this timeout on MHSCubs.com and on the YouTube channel Monett Cubs Live.
Bennett Wormington Funeral Home was established in 1946 on the foundation of personal, professional, and compassionate service to Monett and the surrounding communities. The mission of Bennett Wormington Funeral Home is to provide the highest quality of care to the families they serve. They are always available to sit down and discuss any needs you may have. Call 235-3141 or stop by Bennett Wormington Funeral Home at 216 2nd Street in Monett.
In southwest Missouri, agriculture is an important part of the economy. Freedom Bank of Southern Missouri is proud to be a part of this industry. Freedom Bank has been providing farmers with loans since their inception. Many of their loan officers have agricultural backgrounds and expertise that enable them to design a financing plan specifically to meet the individual farmer's needs. Let Freedom Bank show you what fast, friendly, knowledgeable financial service is all about. Freedom Bank of Southern Missouri, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Industrial Machine and Engineering Company in Monett, we continually plan for the future with ongoing investments in machinery and software and other resources to continue to meet and exceed our customers' expectations. Skilled employees, modern computer numerical control equipment, and a dedication to meeting customer needs and expectations ensure quality while providing quick turnaround of required components. At IMEC, total quality is a commitment. Specializing in precision since 1982, IMEC, 1716 North 9th Street in Monett.
3D Corporate Solutions was founded in 2002 with the dedication of providing the best value-added pet food ingredients to the pet food industry. They have grown from a 2-person marketing company to a team of over 200 proven professionals focused on sales and marketing, logistics, sourcing, manufacturing, quality assurance, research, and development. Your trusted source for all your premium and specialty protein ingredient needs. 3D Corporate Solutions, 601 North 13th Street in Monett.
Monett Lady Cub basketball on MHSCubs.com, brought to you tonight by Bennett Wormington Funeral Home at 216 2nd Street, a name you can trust since 1946. Freedom Bank of Southern Missouri, 7 locations throughout southwest Missouri, including East Highway 60 in Monett. IMEC Industrial Machine and Engineering Company, 1716 North 9th Street, specializing in precision since 1982. Thank you to Dan Connor and his staff. And 3D Corporate Solutions, 601 North 13th Street, founded in 2002. Proud member of the Monett community. Tonight's starting lineups, first of all, for the visiting Billings Lady Wildcats of head coach Randy Tao. At the guards, Kenzie Clendenning, a 5'5 sophomore. She'll be joined in the backcourt by Paula Culver, a 5'7 junior. And the third guard is the lone senior, Haley Ashley, a 5'8 senior. A fourth guard, if you will be Riley Gearing, a 5'9 sophomore. And at the forward position, Bella Harder, a 5'11 sophomore. So it's Clendenning, Harder, Culver, Ashley, and Gearing for Billings. Starting lineup tonight for the Monett Lady Cubs for second-year head coach Josh Klein. He will go with this starting 5 tonight. The guards are Abby Inman, a 5'7 freshman, Allison Inman, a 5'8 junior, Sadie Camp, a 5'9 junior, the fourth guard Vayla Smith, a 5'6 freshman, and the forward is Ariana Seedley, the transfer from Lamar. She is a 6-foot sophomore. Abby Inman, Allie Inman, Camp, Smith, and Seeley. The officials tonight, the veteran Tom Wagner, Jake Holt, and Alan Davis. We'll continue our countdown to tip-off after this timeout.
Bass Equipment Company at 607 17th Street in Monett has been providing the world's most complete line of rabbit and small animal equipment since 1961. Starting with the revolutionary Finex screen feeder up to today's multi-level flush clean systems, Bass Equipment Company has continued to grow and innovate products for the small animal breeder. See their website, bassequipment.com, and consult the Bass professionals at 235-7557. One call, one company, nobody else even comes close.
Life is all about your vision. How clear is your vision? Nessel Road & Roberts Optometrists, a member of Vision Source, is the leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Monett, Mount Vernon, and Shell Knob communities. They want to help you achieve and maintain a clear vision for years to come by providing exceptional personal service to everyone. Now serving you at 3 convenient locations: 5th in Cleveland and Monett, the east side of the square in Mount Vernon, and Bridgeport Plaza on Highway 39 in Shell Knob.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
Ask Andy Brand about Shelter's roadside assistance.
People in the Monett area have looked to the Monett Times as their most trusted source for local news for over 100 years. This award-winning newspaper provides informative news articles, color photos, local sports, classified ads, and much more. For up-to-the-minute news and information, visit their website, monett-times.com. Call 235-3135 to purchase a subscription or classified ad, or stop by the Monett Times office at 505 Broadway.
Monett Lady Cub basketball on MHSCubs.com, brought to you by Bass Equipment Company, located at 607 17th Street. Nessa Road and Roberts Optometrist, how clear is your vision? 3 convenient locations, including Monett, Mount Vernon, and Shell Knob. Andy Brandt, Shelter Insurance, you can see him at his new office next to Remax Properties out there on Highway 60. And the Monett Times at 505 East Broadway, serving the area for over 100 years. Monett and Billings in girls basketball playing the varsity game first tonight, then it'll be followed by 2 quarters of junior varsity action. They'll follow the same schedule Thursday, the Monett Lady Cubs, weather permitting, at Nevada in a Big 8 Conference West Division game. And then on Monday night, the Monett Lady Cubs will host the Springfield Catholic Lady Irish. We will have live broadcast of that ball game coming up on Monday night, January the 10th. For Billings, their next ball game will be January the 10th, the road game at Verona. Monett and Billings in girls basketball. We'll continue our pregame coverage after this break.
As specialists in both cutting-edge technology and the financial industry, the highly experienced and versatile team at MEA Financial, 205 East Broadway in Monett, creates and supports flexible solutions that meet the demanding requirements in an adaptable industry. The team at MEA has over 200 years of combined experience delivering financial service solutions and products. With this combined experience and knowledge, MEA Financial is committed to offering superior products and quality solutions to meet the needs of their customers.
Wintech and Monett is an employee-owned company specializing in custom window manufacturing. They produce cost-effective windows to metal buildings, modular buildings, and foundation industries. Wintech also provides doors for the HVAC industry. Our newest divisions manufacture the Series 250 and 325 windows for the light commercial window market and PTAC louvers for the hospitality industry. Wintech's mission is simple: to build quality, cost-effective products and to strive each day to reach our full potential. Come join our team at 201 Industrial Drive in Monett. Wintech is an equal opportunity employer.
The CPA Group offers services that give you freedom to be your best. Smart tax planning will make all the difference for your year-end tax preparation. We have extensive experience providing full-service tax, payroll, and accounting to small businesses, agriculture, and the farming industry. Our team of dedicated professional staff make payroll easy and worry-free. Get the services you need from the experienced professionals at the CPA Group, 217 4th Street in Monett and 83 South Main Street in Cassville. We keep your numbers in check.
PlayPower is the leader in creating legendary play and recreational experiences around the world. PlayPower's mission is to design and manufacture fun and safe play and recreation equipment for all ages and abilities. If you're ready to make a career change and looking to work in a fun environment, why not join us at PlayPower on Highway 60 in Monett? You'll be part of an organization that believes in products that make people smile. Come join us and create a little fun. Check out our website, playpower.com. Click on careers to see current listing of job openings. PlayPower is an equal opportunity employer.
Monett Lady Cub basketball on MHSCubs.com, brought to you by MEA Financial at 205 East Broadway. Thank you to Ed Ray and his staff. Wintech, locations in Monett and Cassville, specializing in custom window manufacturing. The CPA Group in Monett and Cassville, we keep your numbers in check. Definitely the beginning of tax season. If you need help with your taxes or any business accounting needs, strongly encourage you to contact the professionals at the CPA Group. And PlayPower, located at 878 East Highway 60, inspiring the world to play. Mike McClure, Dave Beckett back in Monett. Monett at 3-9. The Billings Lady Wildcats at 3-6. Billings led this year by Bella Harder, a 5'11 sophomore. Got a lot of playing time last year as a freshman. This year averaging 20 points and 11 rebounds. So a key for Billings tonight. The inside play of Bella Harder, relatively tall at 5'11.
Cubs going to have to battle on the boards, keep her off the boards, because anytime you're able to average 20 points, you get a lot of points off putbacks, the offensive rebounds, that type of thing. So the Cubs are going to have to do a good job of keeping her off the boards. And you think that she's probably not going to be the driver, that a small person like at a guard position, but Cubs are going to have to be very aware of where she is on the floor, especially inside.
Monett's leading scorer coming into the game tonight, Allison Inman, averaging 11 points per ball game. Abby Inman averages 5. Sadie Camp at 8. Smith at 2. Seeley at 4. So, again, Allison Inman kind of been a mainstay for this Lady Cub basketball program.
And Cubs have got to take care of the ball. They cannot turn the ball over. That's their nemesis, not only this year, but last year and maybe even the year before that, because got to take care of the ball. You turn the ball over, you don't have a chance to even make a throw at the basket, let alone take a shot at the basket. And if you're shooting a poor percentage from the field and you turn it over before you even have a chance, that's why the Cubs have a tough time getting the ball in the basket, because of the turnovers. So negate the turnovers and work hard on the rebounding.
Getting ready for the introduction of the starting lineup. So we will be back with the opening tap from Monett High School after this timeout on MHSCubs.com. And again, also the live video stream on the YouTube channel, Monett Cubs Live.
Race Brothers Farm and Home Supply carries a complete line of farm and home supplies, including clothing, electrical, plumbing, lawn and garden, outdoor power equipment, tools, truck accessories, pet supplies, cattle handling equipment, farm fencing, toys, and much more. You'll find your service outstanding whether your needs are for home or acreage in the country. Family owned and operated since 1971, Race Brothers features 3 locations, including Springfield, Carthage, and South Highway 37 in Monett. You'll like the way we do business. Tell a friend.
Architectural Systems Incorporated is a full-service forming, fabricating, finishing, and engineering company with locations in Monett, Aurora, and Granby. ASI is expanding. ASI views its employees as their most valuable resource and our extended family. We consistently strive to provide a workplace where our employees are valued and their performance shines, where leaders at all levels respect employees and provide the resources and time they need to do great work. Apply online at asi-mo.com/careers. Architectural Systems Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer.
At Farmers Insurance, the Scott Smith Agency, we offer a wide range of auto, home, commercial, and life insurance policies to help meet your specific needs. We believe you should be covered for life's most unexpected moments. Let Scott Smith at Farmers Insurance in Monett help you protect everything that you have worked so hard to achieve. Call Scott at 417-737-7444 or stop by and see him at 103 East Cleveland in Monett. Don't forget to ask about the Cox Health and Jack Henry & Associates employee discounts.
Quick Draw Gun is your hometown gun store. Why drive hours when you can get the best prices and service right here at home? Quick Draw Gun is the most knowledgeable staff in the area. We'll make sure you get what you need with personalized service. Quick Draw Gun is open weekdays 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Stop by 601 South Kyler in Monett or 468 Highway 76 at Cassville. Give us a call at 417-354-8633 and be sure to visit quickdrawgun.com.
First State Bank offers Casasa. Casasa is free rewards checking. Earn high interest. Get cash back. Ask for Casasa. First State Bank takes pride in meeting the needs of the communities they serve, whether it be a car loan, a home loan, a business loan, or electronic banking. From around the corner to around the world, it's the easiest way to bank from anywhere you can access the internet. Your business is appreciated at First State Bank, with locations in Purdy, Monett, Pierce City, Cassville, and inside the Monett Walmart Supercenter. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Glaus Family Dentistry at 8th and Cleveland and Monett wants to help you achieve your healthiest, brightest smile. Every person's dental needs are unique. That's why Glaus Family Dentistry offers a comprehensive selection of treatment options in a comfortable, convenient atmosphere. Discover a new dental experience at Glaus Family Dentistry. Call 235-5155 or stop by 800 Cleveland in Monett. We look forward to caring for you and your family's dental needs. Glaus Family Dentistry, we are your hometown dental team.
Monett Lady Cup basketball on MHSCubs.com, brought to you by Race Brothers Farm and Home Supply, South Highway 37 in Monett, as well as locations in Carthage and Springfield. You'll like the way they do business. Tell a friend. ASI Architectural Systems Incorporated, now hiring at all three of their locations in Monett, Aurora, and Granby. Scott Smith, Farmers Insurance, and he is located next to Prime Cut, caddy corner from the Dairy Queen at 103 East Cleveland. Quick Draw Gun, 601 South Kyler in Monett, 468 Highway 76 in Cassville, where they buy, sell, and trade, and sponsored in part by First State Bank. Locations include Purdy, Monett, Pierce City, Cassville, and inside the Monett Walmart Supercenter. Don't forget to ask about Casasa Checking and Glaus Family Dentistry. They are your hometown dental team. See what a difference it makes going to a family-owned dental practice. The Lady Cubs in white, Billings in the blue. Referee Alan Davis will toss the ball in the air, and Monett will control the opening tap. They will be shooting at basket right. We are located across from the team benches. At the point for Monett, that is Sadie Camp, who is averaging 8 points per ball game. She will give it up to Abby Inman. Abby Inman against this Billings defense. Monett patient offensively. Nice pass back door, and Allison Inman scores the easy two.
Good sharing the ball that time as Allison cut to the basket as Seeley had the ball at the top of the key, and a nice assist and basket for the Cubs to take the early lead here as we're just underway.
Here's a steal out front by Monett. That was Vela Smith. Right wing Abby Inman circles back out. The three by Allison Inman, too strong off the back of the rim. Defensive rebound to Bella Harder. Again, she averages 20 points and 11 rebounds per ball game. At the point, Harder dumps it right side. Ashley's jumper right wing will bounce out. Offensive rebound, Harder. Her shot blocked inside by Ariana Seeley. Basketball goes out of bounds. It'll stay in the hands of Billings.
And Harder immediately coming in offensive rebound. Gets a shot up to the Wildcats, but it falls out of bounds after the Cubs knocked it out.
Inbounds to Harder. She's triple teamed. We have a whistle by referee Tom Wagner. Foul called on Monett. on Abby Inman. That's her first, team's first. Head coach Josh Klein yells out the defense as Billings will inbound. That was a non-shooting foul. Here's a three from the right baseline, missed by Clendenning, and the rebound to Monett's Ariana Seeley. 2-0 Monett the lead, 6:40 to go first quarter. Crossover dribble by Allison Inman. Over to Sadie Camp, top of the circle, Abby Inman. Penetrates down the lane, the runner too strong. Offensive rebound, put back up by Seeley, no good. Fighting for the rebound, Allison Inman. Good hustle to get that loose ball, the 50-50 balls that the coaches always talk about. Abby Inman's jumper right wing clangs out. Offensive rebound, Vayla Smith.
Smallest player on the floor. Smith hustled in there, got the defensive rebound, then got the offensive rebound, and Inman puts up another shot, and it comes off, and Billings finally comes away with it. Looks like we're going to have a foul by Seeley of the Cubs.
They kind of let the first contact go, couldn't let the second contact go, and Seeley will pick up her first personal, second team foul.
Cubs had 3 chances at that time, Mike, but just simply could not connect. Still with that 2-0 lead.
2 minutes into the opening quarter. 2-0 Monett the lead, Billings the basketball. Right side, Harder, cut off there by Allison Inman. They reverse it left wing to Paula Culver. Back on top to Harder, being pressured by Allison Inman. Now they dump it middle of the paint to Harder. Nice pass to Gearing. Shot from the left wing is good. Riley Gearing averaging 8 points per game with her first 2.
Cubs staying in that zone, but the Wildcats hit the outside shot that time and tie it up with the Cubs with 5:20 to go in the first quarter of action here at Monett High School.
At the right elbow, Seeley, 15-footer, no good. Tries to get her own rebound back. We have a whistle. Should be a hell ball, possession to favor Billings. Billings 3 wins this year, beat Everton in the Everton tournament December 2nd, 62-49. Had a road win at New Covenant Academy, 38-37 on December 7th. And in the consolation round of the Southwest Girls Holiday Tournament, beat Exeter 55-20. Jumper from the right wing is good for Haley Ashley. That's a 2 for Ashley. And Billings with their first lead at 4-2.
Cubs didn't simply rotate the zone quick enough there, and Ashley knocked down the jumper for the Wildcats. We've got a kick ball, and the Cubs will maintain possession underneath their own basket.
Kicked ball by Kenzie Clendenning, excuse me. Sadie Camp to inbound. Into a wide open Allison Inman. Shot is up and in.
So Inman 4, Wildcats 4. It's Allison has all 4 points here early in the ball game for the Cubs.
4:40 remaining opening quarter. Top of the circle, Gearing. Down low, nice catch by Harder in traffic. Shot no good. Defensive rebound, Sadie Camp. Bounce pass just outside the free throw line to Seeley. Inside to Allison Inman. Puts it up and in, and she's fouled.
And again, Seeley gets it up there at the top of the key, and then Inman, Allison cuts to the basket, receives a pass, draws the foul, makes the shot.
In for Monett, Hallie Shane to replace Vayla Smith.
And that foul against the Wildcats, I failed to get that one.
I did too, and they're not
posting it up there.
Not yet anyway. Free throw no good, unable to complete the 3-point play. And Billings gets the basketball back. 6-4, Monett by 2, Billings with the basketball. 4:10 remaining first quarter, just not quite halfway through. Ashley, nice move by Harder, shot partially blocked. Loose ball picked up by Allison Inman.
The Wildcats really go to Harder all the time, every time she touches the ball, but hadn't had much success here early in the ball game.
Hallie Shane, pass in the paint to Seeley. She's double teamed. Ball deflects over to Allison Inman. Jumper by Sadie Camp, no good. Offensive rebound, Shane. Down low to Seeley. Inside the block, better get out before a 3-second violation. The shot is up. It is short by Abby Inman. It'll lodge between the rim and the backboard. They go to the possession area, and Monett will still keep possession of the ball thanks to the arrow.
Underneath their own basket, as shot put up about 18 feet out. I thought Josh was going to get up and go out there and tip it out, but he's going to get a ball and have the officials throw it up
maybe
there.
Last
Didn't
year.
want to show off.
Maybe last year.
I don't think Mike Knight could. Otherwise, Josh is about the only one that would in the building that would have the ability to do that, jump up there and just knock it out.
Assistant principal can't do it either.
No. And Angela never jumped that high.
6-4 Monett by 2. Billings with the basketball. 3.5 to go first quarter. Here's a 3 by Sadie Camp, no good. Defensive rebound, Paula Culver. Culver, or Harder rather, will bring it across the timeline. Right side, Culver. Right baseline, Ashley. Shot is up, no good. Barely grazes the rim. Defensive rebound to Monett's Hallie Shane.
Cubs still 6-4 lead here with down to 3 minutes to go in the first quarter.
At the point, Sadie Camp. Right wing, Abby Inman. Double team back to Camp. At the right elbow, Seeley. Pass down on the baseline to Shane. Nice extra pass comes out to Seeley. Nearly stolen by Billings. Here is Shane's jumper right wing. Good. Hallie Shane with her first 2.
Keeping the ball alive that time is Seeley. And again, that's about the third assist that Seeley's got to here early in the ball game. And Shane knocked the jumper down, 8-4 the Cubs.
6-0 run by Monett, a miss by Harder. Defensive rebound, Sadie Camp. 2.5 to go first quarter. Monett 4-point lead in possession. Allison Inman all the way underneath the basket. Called for a traveling violation. Sub for Monett. This is Caitlin Waterman checking in, a 5'8 sophomore, to replace Ariana Seeley. So Monett on a 6-0 run. Billings with a basketball. 2 points by Ashley, 2 points by Gearing so far for Billings. Ball deflected, stolen by Abby Inman. Monett's getting a lot of hands-on passes on the defensive end. Shane, left baseline. That's a 2 as it swishes through.
Hallie Shane coming in and giving the Cubs 4 points, a lift off the bench, 10-4. The Cubs on top now. Just under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
8 unanswered points by Monett. Here's Harder, shot from the baseline, no good, but a Monett foul will send her to the free throw line for 2 tries.
And again, Harder touches the ball every single time. She takes it to the basket and got another shot off. Didn't make the basket, but did draw the 2-shot foul, and I believe it's going to go against Waterman.
It is. They did post that one her first. Haven't posted the Billings foul. First free throw good. Bella Harder's first point. Stops the 8-0 Monett run. Monett by 5, 10-5, 146 left in the first quarter. Second free throw, good rotation, nothing but net. Sub in for Billings. We'll see Aaliyah Dickinson checking in, and Billings takes a timeout. 146 to go first quarter. Monett 10, Billings 6. Here on MHSCubs.com and the YouTube channel Monett Cubs Live.
Grand Tire offers quality car, truck, light truck, and farm tires at competitive prices with fast, friendly service. Grand Tire carries all major brands including Michelin, Firestone, Goodyear, BF Goodrich, Mastercraft, and others. They feature 4 convenient locations in southwest Missouri, including 20th and Maiden Lane in Joplin, Old Highway 37 in Cassville, Jefferson and Church in Aurora, and 408 East Commercial on Highway 37 in Pierce City. Get your new tires today at Grand Tire.
Since 1950, Buchanan Funeral Home continues to serve families throughout Berry and Lawrence counties with unsurpassed compassion and care. They pledge to continue the tradition of trusted service with owner Jeremy Vanderball, along with Jeff James, Dwayne Guerin, and Rex Budd. Buchanan Funeral Home is a constant source of support and encouragement to the families they serve. If interested in a pre-arrangement or transferring an existing pre-arrangement to Buchanan Funeral Home, stop by 301 Euclid or call 235-3188.
Mike McClure, Dave Beckett back in. Monett, Lady Cubs turn it over. Billings with 1:19 to go in the first quarter, trailing 10-6. Again, nice job by Allison Inman getting a hand on that pass, knocks it out of bounds.
Looks like Allison has got the primary defender against Harder for the Cubs and done a good job thus far here in the first quarter.
Into Clendenning, and Monett will deflect that pass out of bounds right in front of their team bench. Monett Superintendent Dr. Mark Drake right behind the Lady Cub bench tonight. At the point, Clendenning against the zone defense of Monett. Lob in the low post to Harder. Deflects over to Culver. Back on the right wing to Gearing. Drives in the paint. Clendenning shot, no good. Offensive rebound, Culver. Kicks it back out to Harder. Final minute of the first quarter. 10-6, Monett by 4. Billings with the basketball. Culver one dribble. Pass off the hands of Harder. Stolen by Allison Inman.
Good weak side help that time by Waterman, helping Allison, and coming up with the steal that time was Allison.
Left wing, Sadie Camp. Back to Allison Inman. Missed it. Rebound Harder. See if Billings holds for one shot here. Randy Tao up off the Billings bench to yell out the play. Billings won 7 games last year, but graduated 4 seniors. Bella Harder, the only returning starter from a year ago. 7 seconds to go in the first quarter. Clendenning over to Harder. Runner from the right wing, no good. Shane grabs the rebound, and we have reached the end of the first quarter. Monett 10, Billings 6 on MHSCubs.com and the YouTube channel Monett Cubs Live.
Are you having legal difficulties? Contact Randall, Masri & Randall, attorneys at law at 405 East Broadway in Monett. With 70 years of combined experience, they specialize in criminal law, personal injury, family law, estate planning, real estate law, title company, business law, and work compensation. To improve your outcome, call Randall, Masri & Randall at 235-8688. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertisement.
Since 1935, Tyson Foods has been committed to making great food and making a difference within our industry. We're the second largest food production company in the Fortune 500 and a member of the S&P 500. This means our team members have the chance to make a real impact. They have access to a vast network of resources that enables an entrepreneurial spirit to flourish. Opportunity for advancement is within reach for those who are willing to take up the challenge of being number one. Check out TysonFoodsCareers.com. Tyson Foods Monett is an equal opportunity employer.
Schreiber Foods Monett is a part of Schreiber Foods, a global leader in dairy innovation. We provide products to the biggest names in fast food and are the world's largest supplier of private label dairy products in grocery chains and wholesalers. We want to thank those who make our success possible, our customers and our community. We congratulate our partners for the success of Schreiber Monett and extend our thanks for their years of service, hard work, and dedication.
Mike McClure, Dave Beckett back in. Monett Billings with the basketball to start the second quarter. A shot from the right baseline missed by Bella Harder, but she is fouled and will head to the free throw line.
And Harder going to the free throw line for the second time to shoot 2 free throws, and to score 20 points a game, you got to be aggressive toward the basket, and that's exactly what she does. She is aggressive toward the basket, draws the fouls, and shoots a decent free throw percentage.
And more importantly, makes those free throws.
Foul was against Seeley, her second.
Okay, thank you. Next free throw, that one will bounce in. So Billings with 4 straight after Monett had gone on an 8-0 run. It's 10-8, Monett by 2, early stages second quarter. Allison Inman gets 3 inside. The shot will rattle out. Gets her own rebound back. Is tied up by Riley Gearing, and the arrow will favor Monett.
Allison had a point-blank range shot right there, but just rattled out and did go up and get the offensive rebound, and Cubs will maintain possession.
Sadie Camp to inbound. Finds Shane. Goes right back to Sadie Camp. Give and go to Shane. Whistle and a travel. Turnover back to Billings.
Neither team pressing here, Mike, as both teams just drop back and play defense. And of course, there again, both teams kind of struggling and trying to find an identity. So you're not surprised that neither team's pressing one or the other.
And not a lot of depth on the benches either. So here's a turnover by Billings. Pass goes behind Clendenning out of bounds. Again, Monett on Thursday, scheduled to play a Big 8 Conference West Division game at Nevada. Again, they'll play the varsity game first at 6, followed by 2 quarters of JV ball. Here's a 3 by Sadie Camp, no good. Offensive rebound, Seeley. Follow shot will bounce out. Defensive rebound, Harder.
Cubs again had a good look at it that time on their offensive rebounding by Seeley, but falls short, and Billings back on the attack.
Haley Ashley holding at the scorer's table for Billings. Lob into Harder. Nice catch in traffic. Whistle, held ball. Great job by Sadie Camp to force the tie-up. Arrow favors Billings. Ashley will check in for Aaliyah Dickinson.
Cubs doing a good job of being aware of where Harder's at all times, but still she's with 4 points all on free throws.
Ashley from the left baseline, not this time. Offensive rebound, Harder. Follow shot up with the left hand, too strong. It's volleyballed around and finally grabbed by Allison Inman. Allison quickly in front court, picks up her dribble. Left wing, Sadie Camp. Bouncing it to Vayla Smith. Smith cut off by Clendenning. Plays catch with Shane, right back to Smith. Camp forcing the pass down low. It's stolen by Harder, who was looking for Seeley. Outlet pass to Clendenning, shot no good. Offensive rebound, Billings. Back out to Clendenning. Nice ball fake by Gearing. Good defense on her by Sadie Camp. Harder will chase down the loose ball, and that's a reach-in foul on Sadie Camp. That's her first. Team foul number 5. They did finally post the Billings foul on Haley Ashley from back in the first quarter.
Catch up the bookkeeping here.
Right.
It's
all right.
Getting into tax season.
That's right. Abby Inman in for Hallie Shane.
Larry would be proud of us. Well, no, maybe not.
Well, while you're still down in Florida, come back to Missouri where the weather's balmy. Here's Sadie Camp with a steal, 2-on-1. Camp with a runner, no good. Offensive rebound, Abby Inman, whistle, pushing foul on Billings.
Good job by Abby hustling down, even though it looked like it was going to be an easy layup for Camp, which it was, but missed by Camp. And Abby hustling down, the offensive rebound, draws the foul, and will step to the line to shoot 2.
Second on Haley Ashley. This is Abby Inman at the free throw line. First one will bounce in.
One of the hardest things to be disciplined enough whenever you're playing basketball, when it looks like it's an easy basket at the other end, to go ahead and run the floor and come down there, and most of the time lots of good things happen.
Abby, a 50% free throw shooter, goes 1 for 2. 11-8, that's Monett's first point of the second quarter. We've already played 2.5 minutes. Lady Cubs by 3. Had a 4-point lead at the start of the quarter. Shot missed by Culver, and the rebound to Monett's Abby Inman. Right wing Sadie Camp thought about the 3, gives it up to Allison Inman. That's a travel.
Cubs just simply got in too big of a hurry that time. Sadie was open there, but she had missed a couple of 3-pointers earlier, and so she gave it to a slashing Allison Inman, and Allison forgot to put the ball on the floor and turned it over.
We are sponsored in part by Randall Masri and Randall, attorneys at law at 405 East Broadway. Tyson Foods Monett. If we're looking for a new career, check out the website, TysonFoodsCareers.com. And the partners of Schreiber Foods Monett, a global leader in dairy innovation. Early second quarter, Monett 11, Billings 8. Take a quick timeout and back after this.
Don't let concerns about current events derail your long-term financial strategy. Edward Jones financial advisor Jim Haston can help you stay on track. Give him a call at 417-235-8216. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Home maintenance, yard projects, grilling or relaxing outside. Whatever you're doing, your neighbors at Monett Ace Hardware have what you need. Located inside Price Cutter, our expert associates have the know-how you need to get any job done right. Ace is the place where you'll find help in every aisle. Your local Monett Price Cutter pharmacy offers free delivery or curbside pickup with your prescription order. We make it fast, easy, and convenient for you. We also offer vaccinations such as COVID-19, shingles, pneumonia, and influenza. Stop by and talk to your local Price Cutter pharmacist for more information.
Billings missing a 3. Monett called for a traveling violation. Lady Wildcats with a miss. Held ball on the rebound. Possession arrow to Monett with 4:47 left second quarter. Lady Cubs clinging to a 3-point lead at 11-8.
Wildcats had 2 shots at it, but didn't come up with either one, and then on the jump ball, alternating possession going in favor of the Cubs.
Camp for three, no good. Offensive rebound, Abby Inman missed it. Defensive rebound to Haley Ashley for Billings. Here comes Clendenning around Camp. Cut off on the right wing, took her eye off the basketball, and Sadie gets the steal. Camp bounce pass Abby Inman, right back to Sadie against the 2-3 Billings zone. Pass intended for Abby Inman, deflected, stolen by Culver. So Billings gets the Monett turnover, now taken back by Allison Inman. She drives and is fouled and will go to the free throw line for two. Foul is on Harder, her first.
Harder, with no fouls, was determined that Allison Inman was not going to get the ball up high enough to score, and fouled her hard. Good hard foul going for the ball, but 2 shots for the Lady Cubs.
Allison Inman at the free throw line. First one rattles in. From the charity stripe this year, 43% for Allison, 21 of 48. Shane back in, and for Monett, we'll see Caitlin Waterman back in. Allison's second, also good. 13-8, Monett by 5. 6 was their biggest lead in the first quarter. Right wing Ashley hesitated on the shot, goes left side to Culver, on top to Gearing. Clendenning will reset the offense in front of the Monett bench. Stop and go move. Shot over Camp, no good. And Camp with a defensive rebound.
Good defense that time by the Cubs, and Camp bringing it down, and Shane getting the ball along the baseline back to Camp.
For 3, that one's short. Nice hustle by Hallie Shane, trying to get the offensive rebound. Possession goes to Billings. Three and a half to go, second quarter. Monett 13, Billings 8. Monett had a 10-6 lead at the end of the first quarter. Steal by Shane. 2-on-2. Shane bouncing it to Abby Inman. Reverse layup is blocked by Gearing. And a loose ball picked up by Clendenning, then stolen by Shane. And she is fouled in the lane and will go to the free throw line for 2. How many steals by the Lady Cubs tonight?
And Hallie in there and making things happen, hustling, keeping her eyes out, open, her head up, and getting in the passing lanes, and comes up with another steal and then draws the foul. Going to have 2 shots for Hallie.
Gearing's foul, her first. Hallie Shane's first free throw good. Hallie this year, 5 of 14 to the free throw line, 36%. She's got 5 points here in the first half. That ties her season high. And the second one good, new season high, 6 points.
So good hustle by the Cubs that time, coming up with the steal, and was able to cash in on 2 free throws.
Lady Cubs with their largest lead at 7. 3 minutes to go before halftime. Ashley at the top of the circle, right wing Culver. Over to Clendenning. Reversing it. Gearing's long-range jumper, no good. Rebound comes right in the hands of Monett Sadie Camp.
And you can tell that the Wildcats are kind of confused since Harder can't get the ball. They're really not too confident as far as shooting. As I say that, Abby Inman shoots one, and who's there to come up with the offensive rebound but Shane.
Saved it back inbounds for Monett. Camp, 3 left wing, good. Sadie Camp's first triple, timeout Billings. 2:25 left in the second. Monett on an 8-0 run. Monett 18, Billings 8 here on MHSCubs.com and the YouTube channel Monett Cubs Live.
T-Shirt Snob in Monett is a full family boutique offering ladies, men's, juniors, and children's clothing and shoes. See their selection of jeans including rock and roll denim, Can-Can, Judy Blue, and Huey. Don't forget about the new arrival of Gypsy Jazz shoes for women and a large selection of maternity and infant clothes. T-Shirt Snob is located on the corner of Dairy and Kyler in the same building as State Farm with the entrance off Dairy Street. See their Facebook page for updates on merchandise information.
Whether you're looking for beautiful flowers or unique one-of-a-kind gifts, stop by Bernie's Floral and Vintage Gardens in Monett. Bernie Kraft invites you to come and see her selection of silk arrangements, fresh florals, indoor plants, custom designs, and more. She offers free delivery to Monett Funeral Homes and Monett Nursing Homes. Call 235-3478 or stop by Bernie's Floral and Vintage Gardens, 775 Chapel Drive, just south of the Monett Speedway, next to Dollar General.
Mike McClure, Dave Beckett back in Monett. 2:18 left, second quarter. Billings down 18-8. Here's an air ball put up by Ashley. Rebound to the Lady Cubs. Monett on an 8-0 run. That's Inman saving it back inbounds to Sadie Camp. Free throw line, Waterman. Abby Inman's 15-footer bounces out. Offensive rebound, Shane puts it up, no good. Defensive rebound, Gearing. How did Hallie Shane sneak in there and get the rebound?
That's what I was laughing at, one of the shorter players on the court, but she was out there and got her hand on the ball and got a shot up, but wasn't successful.
Forced the pass into Gearing. She's double teamed. Monett trying to knock the basketball away. Billings, loose ball in the middle of the paint, and here's the takeaway by Waterman. Sadie Camp, who just knocked down a triple, has it left foul line extended beyond 3. Down in the low post to Allison Inman. Shot is up, no good. Out of bounds to Billings.
Cubs again having a really good looking shot inside there and uncontested, but comes up short, and the Wildcats back with the basketball, trailing by 10 now with 1:20 to go in the first half.
Sponsored in part by Jim Haston, your Edward Jones representative, making sense of investing at 2nd and Broadway. Price Cutter, 2150 East Cleveland, next to Monett High School. Of course, the Ace Hardware store inside the Monett Price Cutter, the Price Cutter Pharmacy there, and Price Cutter now the exclusive retailer of Show Me Beef. And by the T-shirt snob, Dairy and Kyler Street. The entrance is off Dairy Street, much more than just T-shirts, just a huge store with clothing, shoes, and much, much more. Go see the Chapmans. And by Bernie's Floral and Vintage Garden, 775 Chapel Drive, just south of the Monett Speedway. Christmas clearance sale going on now. And don't forget Valentine's Day coming up in February. That last foul was on
Allison
Inman, her first.
And then the Wildcats missed the shot, and on the rebound, knocked the ball out of bounds, and the Cubs will have possession of the basketball just under a minute to go in the first half.
Too long for Monett to try to hold for one shot. They're currently on an 8-0 run and have a 10-point lead. Camp for 3, no good. Had a wide open look. Rebound by Billings, Haley Ashley. Stop and go move by Harder. Cut off on the baseline. Good defense there by Allison Inman on the help. Reach in foul on Sadie Camp. And that will be the 7th team foul on Monett.
And second on Sadie for the Cubs, so a 1-and-1 situation for the Wildcats with 23.9 seconds to go in the first half, and the Cubs leading 18-8.
Clendenning averaging 9 points a game, looking for her first point. Gets it here. First free throw will bounce in. Billings 5 for 5 from the free throw line. That ends the 8-0 Monett run. So 5 of the 9 points for Billings from the free throw line. Next one, no good. Nice rebound by Sadie Camp. 22 seconds to go before halftime. 18-9, Monett by 9. Jumper by Abby Inman, no good. Rebound to Harder, may have shot it too early. Now Billings is going to have enough time to get this one across half court. 9 seconds to go in the first half. Harder looks at the clock. Now 3 seconds, going to have to do something. Harder forces the shot up, banks it in, and is fouled.
And picks up the second foul on Allison Inman, the defender for the Cubs in the first half, and 2 fouls on her with 0.2 seconds to go, and Harder gets her first field goal of the first half.
Free throw, good. She completes the old-fashioned three-point play and has 7 points.
Cub ball with 0.2 seconds to go.
So they'll inbound it, buzzer will sound, and we have reached halftime. Monett led by 4 at the end of the first quarter. They lead by 6 here at halftime. Halftime score, the Monett Lady Cubs 18, Billings Lady Wildcats 12. We'll check the halftime numbers after this break.
Great real estate agents get you. RE/MAX agents find homes that match your life with your style. Download the RE/MAX app for free. Look at the latest listings, research neighborhoods, and find your next home. Sam and Becky Green at RE/MAX in Monett have been your neighborhood experts for many years. Sam and Becky have extensive knowledge of the Monett area and can help you find the right home for you or the right buyer for your home. Call 235-2200 or stop in at 855 Highway 60 in Monett.
Even though we don't know what life has in store for our homes or cars, we can still prepare. Introducing the Damage Doesn't Have to Be Too Damaging policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Contact Riley Snyder, agent at 811 Dairy Street in Monett, or call 417-235-6034 today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
More and more people are making the drive to Monett Rental and Sales, located 3 miles east of Monett on Business 60, just past the bridge. Family owned and operated, they have a large selection of contractor tools and equipment, lawn and garden equipment, do-it-yourself tools, backhoes, pumps, skid loaders, compressors, trailers, lifts, concrete tools, welding and cutting, and much more. You'll find it all at Monett Rental and Sales. Call David or Tony at 236-0308.
If you get overwhelmed by all the flooring choices, let the professionals at J&J Floor Covering provide their expertise in guiding you through the process. J&J carries name brands like Shaw, Mannington, Mohawk, Armstrong, and others. Do you prefer carpet, vinyl, ceramic tile, or the popular LVT luxury vinyl tile? Let J&J's friendly staff provide personal attention and outstanding customer service. J&J Floor Covering, 816 East Broadway in Monett, a little store with big savings.
In 1976, Jack Henry & Associates was founded on the premise that strong relationships and sound technology go hand in hand. Today, we combine this idea with the pursuit of one common goal: excellence in financial services. We understand that impeccable service starts with us, empowers our customers, and ultimately enhances the consumer experience. We serve the financial institution looking to simplify day-to-day processes. Jack Henry & Associates, West Highway 60 in Monett.
Monett Lady Cub basketball on MHS Cubs and the YouTube channel Monett Cubs Live, sponsored in part by Remax Properties, 855 East Highway 60. Thank you to Sam and Becky Green. Don't forget to download the free Remax app. Riley Snyder, American Family Insurance at 811 Dairy. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Riley located just behind U.S. Bank off of Highway 60 or behind Arby's. Monett Rental and Sales, located 3 miles east of Monett on Business 60. Go see Tony or David for all your rental needs. Still got wood splitters, got the tree trimming, got the lifts, and much, much more. Get your spring projects, get a head start on them out at Monett Rental and Sales. J&J Floor Covering at 816 East Broadway. See their new website, jjfloorcoveringmonett.com. And by Jack Henry & Associates on West Highway 60. Excellence in financial services since 1976. Mike McClure, Dave Beckett at Monett High School. We're at halftime. Monett Lady Cubs 18, Billings Lady Wildcats 12. Monett led 10-6 at the end of the first quarter. They outscored Billings 8-6 in the second, lead it by 6. Had a 10-point lead at 18-8 before Billings scored the last 4 points of the quarter to cut the gap down to 6. For Monett in the opening 2 quarters, Allison Inman with 8 points, Hallie Shane a season-high 6 points, Sadie Camp with 3, Abby Inman with 1. For Billings, Bella Harder, who's averaging 20 points and 11 rebounds, has 7 points in the first half. Haley Ashley with 2 points. Riley Gearing with 2 points. Kenzie Clendenning has 1 point. Good first half, competitive ball game that we talked about. 2 young teams trying to get a hard-earned win. For Billings, looking for a road win. Monett trying to get a home court win tonight, and about what we expected, and hard fought by both teams. Well, good game defensively by both teams. Nothing's been easy for either ball club.
Neither one, and the Cubs have a little bit too many turnovers as far as they're concerned, or otherwise the lead might be a little bit more than 6. But however, on the defensive end, you got to credit Allison Inman as the primary defender on Harder. Only 1 field goal for Harder. The rest of them all free throws, but also on the defensive side for the Cubs doing a good job of helping Allison down there and on the backside defense and forcing Harder to give the ball up once she does catch it in there. And the Cubs are, like I said in the pregame, we're going to have to do a good job rebounding. Well, the Cubs have done that and kept Harder away from the offensive rebounding. So defensively, the Cubs are doing exactly what they'd want to do, what Coach Klein would want them to do. Offensively, the Cubs are still going to have to make those easy shots in underneath.
Foul difficulty, Allison Inman 2 fouls, Sadie Camp 2 fouls for Monett, and Haley Ashley, the only Billings player with 2 personal fouls. At the half, Monett 18, Billings 12. Back with more from Monett High School in a minute.
Windmill Ridge Golf Course is located at South Park in Monett, with the clubhouse located next to the Monett YMCA. This challenging 18-hole municipal facility is open year-round, weather permitting. The front 9 holes opened in 1940 as the original course, with tight, tree-lined fairways. The back 9 opened in 2002 and is a link-style, more open design. There are 4 sets of tee boxes to accommodate many different skill levels. To reserve your tee time, call 235-6076 or go online at windmillridgegolf.com.
Since 1962, Bruner Pharmacy has been serving the Monett area with accurate, dependable, and caring service. The pharmacy can assist you with all your prescription medication needs, including compounding medications not commercially available. In addition to Hallmark cards and gifts, you'll find a great selection of many other popular gift lines to satisfy most any need, including a large selection of Yankee candles, books and CDs, women's clothing, and much more. Call Bruner Pharmacy at 235-3139 or stop in at 321 Broadway in downtown Monett.
Since 1987, Prime Cut at 101 East Cleveland in Monett has been a full-service meat market for the surrounding area. Owner James Thomas also provides catering service for any size group or gathering. Prime Cut has a large selection of meat, including pork chops, pork steaks, chuck roast, ribeyes, T-bones, fillets, and more. They slice roast beef, smoked turkey, and smoked ham for delicious sandwich options. Ask about the Prime Cut food truck for company parties or your local community event. Stop in today at Prime Cut in Monett.
For the next few seconds, picture yourself retired. What do you see? What sounds do you hear? How do you feel? However you picture your retirement, planning early is the best way to make it happen. I'm Brad Hill, State Farm agent in Monett. I can chat with you about the kind of retirement you want and then help you find the best ways to save for it. A little today can add up to a lot tomorrow, so get started now. Call me, Brad Hill, at 417-235-1200 and picture yourself happy. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you need tree removal, stump grinding, topping and trimming, pruning, lot clearing, storm damage, or bucket truck services, contact Joe's Tree Service. Offering residential and commercial service, this family-owned and operated company is fully licensed and insured for your protection. They provide free estimates and friendly service. Let Joe help with all your outside needs. Contact Joe's Tree Service at 417-499-9284.
Surprise someone special with flowers from Kay's Floral Affair and Gardens. Whether you want to convey encouragement, love, sympathy, or simply want to let someone know you care, Kay's has a wide array of bouquets to choose from, or they can put together something special just for you. Family owned and operated, Kay's Floral has the flowers, plants, candles, jewelry, chocolates, and beauty essentials to help you express yourself perfectly. Shop online at kaysfloralmonett.com, call 235-3095, or stop in at 712 East Cleveland in Monett.
Lady Cup basketball brought to you by the Windmill Ridge Golf Course. To reserve a tee time, go on their website, windmillridgegolf.com. Bruner Pharmacy, 321 East Broadway, serving the area since 1962. Don't forget about the convenient pickup window. John, AJ, Gail Lynn want to remind you to get your flu shot, also immunizations for shingles and pneumonia. You don't need an appointment for any of those. Just show up and get your vaccination. They also have the COVID-19 Moderna vaccination. You might want to call ahead for that one. Also sponsored by Prime Cut Meat Market, 101 East Cleveland. The Prime Cut food truck available for your community event or all your catering needs. Brad Hill State Farm, 845 Highway 60. Planning your retirement like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Joe's Tree Service providing free estimates. They are licensed and insured. You'll love how well they clean up after their job. And Kay's Floral Affair and Gardens at 712 East Cleveland. See Kay Robleski and her staff. Christmas clearance going on now. And again, a reminder, Valentine's Day coming up on February the 14th. Billings already back out on the floor for head coach Randy Tao. Those were the good old days. McDonald Arena and then SMS Bears basketball in front of what, 1,700? Is that what that place held back in the day?
Yeah,
1,500?
you could maybe squeeze in maybe 1,900.
Okay, from the top.
If you stood behind the last row up in the corners. But yeah, what a facility that was. It was a fun place to go. And at that time, one of the better facilities around, but built back in the 1940s, but is still standing and used every day by the students of Missouri State now. And but it's one of those historic type arenas.
Oh, no doubt about it. Here's a miss by Harder, gets her own rebound back and puts it up and scores. So Bella Harder will quickly bring Billings to within 4 at 18-14. Just underway third quarter. 3 by Sadie Camp, no good. Offensive rebound, Seeley, follow shot, no good. Out of bounds, that will go to Billings.
Well, the difference in the first 2 trips is Wildcats got their offensive rebound, was able to put it back up, and the Cubs get their offensive rebound, but come up short, and the Wildcats back on the attack, only trailing by 4.
Harder back on top to Clendenning. Reversing it right side to Culver. Gearing trying to post up inside, but good defense on her by Seeley. Now back at the point, Clendenning. Harder inside, pressured by Allison Inman. Jumper left wing will bounce out for Ashley, and the rebound to Monett's Allison Inman.
And Allison doing a good job defending and staying away from the foul. That was the big thing with 2 fouls already. She couldn't afford to pick up her third here early in the second half.
Camp at the point, right side Abby Inman, dribbles to the right elbow, bounce pass to Allison Inman, in traffic, bank shot, good. 10 for Allison Inman, the 11th time in 13 games she's been in double figures in scoring. Lady Cubs back on top by 6, 6.5 remaining third quarter. Right elbow, Ashley, thought about the 15-footer. Pass deflected into backcourt by Allison Inman. It's going to go out of bounds. Was last touched by Monett, but great effort again by Allison Inman.
And it looks like that Randy Tao at halftime, Mike, told his team to be patient, even though Bella Harder is not open. Go ahead and run the offense till she gets open instead of taking the wild shot. And that time, that was exactly the case. They were looking for Harder inside, but luckily for them, the ball went off the hands of the Cubs, but the Wildcats back on the attack.
Clendenning from the right wing off the iron, no good. Defensive rebound, Ariana Seeley. Here comes Sadie Camp, 3-on-3. Camp, bounce pass to Seeley, goes right back to Sadie Camp. To Seeley at the right block, shot up, no good, gets her own rebound back. A little extra possession from Monett. What's she going to do with it? Got a whistle and a travel.
Travel or 3 seconds to flip a coin. Either way, it's a turnover as far as the Cubs are concerned.
Tom Wagner, Jake Holt, Alan Davis, the 3-man officiating crew tonight. Billings down 6. That's how many they trail by at halftime. Near steal by Sadie Camp. She does come away with a basketball. Camp to the right block. Whistle and a foul on Harder.
Sadie took the ball aggressively to the basket and put the shot up and was able to draw the second foul on Bella Harder of the Wildcats. So Sadie will step to the line to shoot 2 shots for the Cubs.
11 of 19, 58% free throw shooter. First one good. Allie Shane in for Vayla Smith. Monett leading 21-14. Sadie Camp with the second free throw. Good rotation, just a little short. Rebound to Riley Gearing for the Billings Lady Wildcats. Whistle, blocking foul on Sadie Camp. Her third. Looking back at some of the Billings sports history, it was 1990 when Howard Quigley led Billings to the state baseball championship, so that's only been 32 years ago. Vayla Smith back in for Sadie Camp.
Just yesterday, and plus that was baseball season too, which we're just now entering into the winter time as far as temperature concerned. So let's say baseball, come on, but that means basketball's over, which I don't know if that's going to be the case or not, as Smith forces a tie-up, and it's the Lady Cubs basketball on the alternating possession.
5:14 to go in the third, 21-14. Monett still by 7. Nice pass in the paint. Allison Inman with a miss. Smith with the offensive rebound, and they say held ball.
And again, the Cubs getting a good shot in there, but just simply cannot get that to fall. Otherwise, they could extend the lead. As it is, it's 21-14 Cubs with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Drive inside, whistle, blocking foul.
It's going to go against Shane. Yes, her first.
Non-shooting foul. Billings to inbound, trailing by 7, and a steal by Allison Inman. Seeley, outlet to Vayla Smith. Got a whistle on the travel, got in too big of a hurry.
Cubs had the advantage, but like you say, just simply got in too big of a hurry and turned the ball back over to the Wildcats.
Right idea. Jumper from the left wing will bounce out for Dickinson. Rebound to Monett's Abby Inman. Whistle, palming violation. First time we've had that call tonight.
And the Wildcats looking over at Coach Tao after that shot was taken by the Wildcats down there. He just had that disgusted look as far as wait until Harder gets open, but the Wildcats just simply cannot do so and keep pulling the trigger as Allison Inman knocks it away again for the Cubs.
Loose ball, scramble for it, whistle, tie up. Arrow will favor Monett. So now it's been 10 seasons ago, 2012, when Coach Kendall Tilley led the Billings boys to a Class II basketball championship.
Billings has some good baseball and basketball tradition, as you pointed out there, and they've got into the state tournaments numerous times also, besides winning those two state championships.
They were state runner-up in boys basketball in the year 2000. 21-14, Monett girls by 7, halfway through the third quarter. Abby Inman off the screen, bounce pass to Smith, penetrates in, back to Abby Inman. Free throw line at Seeley. Abby Inman's jumper bounces out, and a good rebound by Billings' Bella Harder.
And a good look by the Cubs, but about a 15-footer come off the mark, but still with that 21-14 lead for the Cubs.
Low post Harder. Gets free, puts it up and in. She's in double figures with 11.
Now we see the press by the Wildcats.
Timeout, Monett will take it with him. 3:25 left in the third. Monett 21, Billings 16 on MHSCubs.com and the YouTube channel Monett Cubs Live.
As the premier 100% employee-owned leader in post-frame manufacturing and construction, Morton Buildings has completed nearly 500,000 buildings across the United States. Whether you need a garage, hobby shop, or energy-efficient home, we can create a building that's attractive and easy to maintain. Morton can construct the ideal building for your farm operation with plenty of usable, versatile storage and workspace. Stop by Morton Buildings on South Highway 37. Call 235-7804. See their website, mortonbuildings.com.
Advanced Jiffy Machine Products started out in 1979 as a general machine shop sharpening tools for local businesses. Soon after that, the focus of the business shifted to gear manufacturing, and the company blossomed into what it is today. We're a custom gear manufacturer servicing a number of different industries, including aerospace, industrial, oil and gas, transportation, winch, farm implement, government, and others. Quality and innovation, customer satisfaction. Advanced Jiffy Machine Products, 9 North Industrial Drive in Monett.
Monett with a miss. Billings can't handle the defensive rebound. It goes out of bounds. Lady Cubs get it back, and now a foul called on the Lady Wildcats.
And that'll be a 2-shot foul as Allison Inman will go to the line to shoot 2 for the Cubs. It's going to go against Gearing, her second.
Team fouls even at 2 apiece. Allison Inman, 10 points tonight on an 11-point per game average. First free throw was good. Monett 7 of 12 from the free throw line. Billings 6 for 7. Vayla Smith in for Sadie Camp. Monett by 6, 22-16, 3:17 to go in the third. One more for Allison Inman. Off the back of the rim, rebound to Harder. Harder will bring it up floor. Right wing Culver. Over to Clendenning, top of the key Gearing. Dickinson off the Clendenning screen, gives it back to Kinsey. Right side to Culver, now a steal by Allison Inman.
Wildcats going it into Harder, but that time nothing there, and Allison just jumped the lane and was able to put a hand on it, and the Cubs back on the attack.
Abby Inman to Hallie Shane, right baseline. Pressure there by Gearing. Finds Smith, 8-footer, bounces out. Offensive rebound, Allison Inman. She's in traffic. She finds Seeley, whistle, and a travel.
Allison come away with an offensive rebound that time, but went under the basket, picked the ball up. If she would have just dribbled on out and reset the offense, Cubs would maintain possession, but do turn it over, and 22-16, Cubs lead.
2:20 left in the third. Between the circles, Gearing, left wing Clendenning. Long-range jumper, no good. Nice block out by Abby Inman to get the defensive rebound. Gives it in backcourt to her older sister, Allison. Allison to Abby, to the left elbow. Tried to feed Seeley, deflected, but Abby recovers. Right wing, Vayla Smith. Smith has it poked away, stolen by Harder.
Cubs trying to force things there, and it's just not there. You need to back out if it's not there and start the offense over, and the Wildcats back on the attack at the other end.
Culver deflecting to Harder. Harder finds Gearing. Nice pass inside. Dickinson shot, missed it. Monet gets the rebound, grabbed by Abby Inman. Backcourt pressure by Billings. Allison Inman dribbled to the wrong spot on the court, does find Seeley, now turns it over. Harder 3-on-1. Harder finds Clendenning off the glass and in.
That time Harder with the assist, and Wildcats climb within 4 with a minute to go in the third quarter.
The length of Billings beginning to take its toll. Vayla Smith, a little late on the pass to Hallie Shane. That's knocked out of bounds by Kenzie Clendenning. Sub in for Billings. This will be Haley Ashley returning. And for Monett, Sadie Camp back in for Abby Inman. Sadie Camp will trigger it in. Monett by 4, final minute of the third quarter. Into Allison Inman, right back to Camp. Sadie posting up, shot blocked by Harder. Loose ball picked up by Billings. Good defense by Billings on the block shot. The 3 by Gearing, no good. Rebound Seeley, and a reach-in foul on Billings.
Going to go against Dickinson. Their fourth team foul?
Yeah, just her first. I've got 3 team fouls.
3 team fouls, second half, yes.
Okay. Hallie Shane will inbound if she can find an open white jersey. Finds Vayla Smith. Smith to Allison Inman. Seeley will hold it up. Monett will barely beat the 10-second count. Camp left baseline. Dribbles back out beyond the three-point arc. Fires the 3 and swishes it through.
Cubs desperately needed that, Mike, because we're down to 25 seconds to go, and that extends the lead. We've got to play defense here.
Monett by 7, 20 seconds left in the third. Huge three-point basket that time by Sadie Camp. Dickinson with 10 seconds. Clendenning. Jumper left wing is knocked in by Ashley. Haley Ashley with 4 points. Monett's not going to be able to get a shot in the air as the buzzer sounds to end the third quarter. After 3 here in Monett, Monett Lady Cubs 25, Billings Lady Wildcats 20. Got the fourth quarter coming up after this timeout on MHSCubs.com and the YouTube channel Monett Cubs Live.
Let's face it, buying and selling a home is stressful. Your real estate agent has your back whether you're a buyer or a seller. Agents have a fiduciary responsibility to their clients. They are legally obligated to put their clients' best interests first. Make the right choice and hire Crown Double K Realty as your real estate agent. Crown Double K Realty has been working with buyers and sellers in Southwest Missouri since 1984. Put their years of experience to work for you. Call 417-235-5231 or stop by their office at 825 East Highway 60 in Monet.
Come sample the freshness and flavor of contemporary Asian cuisine at Lai Lai Asian Buffet and Dining, 601 Bridal Lane behind Walmart in Monett. Order from the menu including sushi or get fresh buffet that includes Monett's best cashew chicken, fried rice, egg rolls, salad bar, dessert, and many other selections. Call ahead at 235-3568 and use their convenient pickup window for carry-out orders. For lunch or dinner, you'll always enjoy your dining experience at Lai Lai Asian Buffet and Dining.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
Ask Shelter agent Scott Thrasher about Shelter's competitive auto insurance rates.
Underway in the fourth, Monet gets it inside to Ariana Seeley, puts it up and in. She hits the basket and draws the foul.
Second foul on Dickinson of the Wildcats, and the Cubs with a possible three-point play. A three-pointer relatively in the third quarter, and now a possible three-point play for the Cubs gives them 6 points to
Seeley with her first 3 points of the night on a 4-point per game average. And Monett now by 8, matches their biggest lead. Turnover by Billings, ball goes out of bounds.
Wildcats trying to go inside, this time not to Harder, but to Dickinson, and ball just missed that time, missed connections, and the Cubs with the ball, and Wildcats with the press.
Sponsored in part by Morton Buildings, South Highway 37. See their website, mortonbuildings.com. Advanced Jiffy Machine Products. They are located at 9 North Industrial Drive. Crown Double K Realty at 825 East Highway 60. Linda Kraft, the broker, assisting buyers and sellers since 1984. And brought to you by Lili Asian Buffet and Dining, 601 Bridle Lane behind Walmart. And Scott Thrasher, Shelter Insurance at 1001 East Broadway. Today is the day to discuss life insurance with Scott Thrasher. Another and one situation as Seeley makes the basket. Draws the foul. Free throw is good. She has 6 unanswered points, going 2 for 2 from the free throw line. It is 31-20, and Monett has reeled off 6 in a row.
All by Seeley as she's able to get the basket to go and make the free throw on both occasions. And now they've got a whistle and a foul against the Cubs at the other end, but it's going to be ball out. That last foul on the Wildcats of Dickinson, her third.
Got her.
So the Cubs, benefactor of 2 3-point plays, traditional 3-point plays, and extend the lead.
That last foul on Monett's Abby Inman. Billings quick inbounds pass to Dickinson. She puts it up and in for her first 2 points. Stops the 6-0 run. 31-22. Billings now really having to apply full court pressure. Allison Inman with a miss. Defensive rebound Harder. So Monett briefly had their largest lead at 11 at 31-20. Still 31-22 Monett with less than 7 minutes to play. And Paula Culver holding at the scorer's table for Billings. High post Gearing. Right elbow Ashley, 15-footer, no good. Rebound to Monett's Ariana Seeley. Here comes Abby Inman. Nice move. Great bounce pass to Hallie Shane, who scores.
And Hallie Shane, the spark plug of the first half, gets her first 2 points of the second half. As nice assist by Abby Inman that time.
Monett by 11, 6:20 left. The 3 missed by Gearing. Gets her own rebound back. We have a whistle and a foul. Hallie Shane, the foul, her third rather, sorry. Got 3 on the board anyway.
I only had her second, but at any rate, it's 2 shots for Gearing. Third team foul against the Cubs here in the second half.
First free throw bounces out. Billings 6 for 8 from the free throw line tonight. Monett 9 of 15. Next free throw in the air, off the back of the rim, and bounces in.
Had to touch every piece of the rim before it would fall, but there is a hole up there, and the ball found it and fell through for Gearing. I thought that thing was going to bounce out twice, but
don't worry about physics.
round the basket and a round ball.
Monett breaks the full court press. Allison Inman drives, and let's see if the basket's going to count. It will. Blocking foul on Billings. They were trying to draw a charge underneath the basket.
And Allison doing the right thing there. She was ahead, but then come to a jump stop and was able to stop and gather herself and make the shot rather than go in there so hard that it would come off the board, and was able to make the basket and draw the foul. Clendenning her first.
Free throw is good.
Free throw shooting has really been a friend of the Cubs, been able to extend or or maintain that lead that they've enjoyed pretty well the entire game.
14 now for Allison Inman, 17 her season high against New Covenant. 13-point lead for the Lady Cubs, largest of the night. Here's a takeaway. Sadie Camp drives and scores.
Not only the 2 points, but also she helped Allison Inman there, and Harder got the ball, and Harder put the ball on the floor, and Sadie helping there was able to steal it and run to the length of the floor and score for the Cubs.
13-3 run by Monett here in the fourth quarter. Halfway through the fourth, Monett 38, Billings 23, back in 1 minute.
Family owned and operated by Mike and Christine Shanks, Monett Mufflers and More at 310 Central is the place to take your car or truck for repair work, including oil changes, alignments, heating and air conditioning, brakes, tune-ups, belts, hoses, shocks, struts, diagnostics, and more. Simply put, Monett Mufflers and More is honest, affordable, and will get the job done right the first time. Become a valued customer today. Call 235-6503.
We all know fresh, healthy food can be healing, but it's not always accessible for those who need it most. So we created a place that's changing that. Amanda Bell's farm at Cox Health is now growing healthy food year-round, which will eventually be used in our cafeterias, prescribed to patients, and available through a community program. And that's just the beginning. Amanda Bell's farm at Cox Health. It's the right thing. There was a time when these
People in the Monett area have looked to the Monett Times as their most trusted source for local news for over 100 years. This award-winning newspaper provides informative news articles, color photos, local sports, classified ads, and much more. For up-to-the-minute news and information, visit their website, monett-times.com. Call 235-3135 to purchase a subscription or classified ad, or stop by the Monett Times office at 505 Broadway.
Sadie Camp, another steal and another layup at the other end for Sadie Camp, who's in double figures with 10 points. How about the defense by Monett?
Because of the defense, we got a near steal by Allison Inman that time as Harder come out and got the ball and then threw up an air ball, and Sadie Camp right there going for the rebound along with Hallie Shane. And Shane ties her up, but they say that Hallie
out of bounds.
Stepped on the sideline, but credit the defense for the Monett Cubs tonight as they've just extended the lead and been able to maintain anything that the Wildcats have put on them as far as like trying to get back in the ball game.
15-3 run for Monett here in the fourth quarter. There's still 5:10 to go in the fourth. Shot missed from outside by Billings. Rebound to Monett's Allison Inman.
Now then the Cubs can be patient if the Wildcats will allow them as Sadie Camp puts up a runner which comes off to the Wildcats.
Pretty good look by Sadie Camp that time. The defensive rebound to Paula Culver, fouling backcourt on Monett. Billings not yet in the 1-and-1. 5th team foul on the Lady Cubs, the 4th foul on Sadie Camp. She will check out. Hallie Shane back in.
And Coach Klein was up that time and saying, let's hold up, let's run some time off the clock. But Sadie saw the opening and went in, missed the shot. But Coach Klein feeling like it's time to maybe put the air out of the ball a little bit.
Harder, right side Culver for 3, no good. Rebound to Monett's Vayla Smith. In backcourt to Seeley. Across the timeline, Abby Inman. Had Shane open briefly. Abby drives and missed it. It rattles out. Defensive rebound, Bella Harder, who's had a quiet second half, just 11 points in the ball game and 4 since halftime. Here's a 3 by Harder, no good. Rebound Monett's Abby Inman. Abby Inman, runner down the lane. It will not go, but a blocking foul on Billings. Should be the 7th team foul on the Lady Wildcats. Gonna say a 2-shot foul nonetheless.
Going to go against Culver, I believe.
Well, they've got 4 on Haley Ashley.
Okay.
Big night for Allison Inman, 14 points. First one good.
And like I say, those points are important as far as the Cubs are concerned, but just as important or more so is holding Harder down the way that she has and just frustrated her all night long. But Allison just playing a really good overall game tonight. She missed the second of the 2 free throws.
In the first quarter, in the second quarter, and now here in the fourth, Monett has had runs of 8-0 in all 3 quarters. That's 24 unanswered. Just combine those 3 runs. Here's a bank shot, good for Harder.
Harder forced that one, and it was able to go in that time and got a near steal at the other. And the Wildcats come close to turning the Cubs over, but the Cubs will maintain possession and get a fresh 10.
3:42 left, Monett by 16. The 3 wins from Monett this year, 2 of them in the Verona tournament, beating Purdy and Verona, and then a win over New Covenant in the Crane tournament. Violation on Monett off the inbounds pass on Abby Inman. That's a turnover back to Billings. Lady Cubs trying to end a 7-game losing streak tonight, looking for their first win since December the 3rd. They lost last night at East Newton in a Big 8 West game, 53-26. Tried to find Harder, got a pushing foul inside. This will go on Monett.
Only be the 6th team foul, though, for the Cubs, so no shots will be forthcoming. Allison picking up her 3rd foul, I believe.
I think you're right.
Well, they're saying...
No, you're right.
Yeah. Okay.
Billings to inbound to Harder. Couple of dribbles, gets away. Left wing Gearing, 15-footer air ball. Out of bounds to Monett. Full court press by Billings. Got to at this point of the game, down 16 and just 3.5 left. Timeout Monett. We'll take it with him with 3 minutes, 30 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Monett 41, Billings 25 on MHSCubs.com and the YouTube channel Monett Cubs Live.
Hey guys, this is Jamie with Jamie Lynn's in Monett, Missouri. Hey, as a mother of a couple boys still in school, I know how busy life gets, and that's why I'm here to make life easier for you. So, if you are looking for a quick, fast, delicious, homemade dinner, you check us out on Facebook. It's Jamie Lynn's Dinners to Go, or feel free to give us a call, 417-772-7211. God bless.
Monett Glass and Mirror can help you with your new project, remodel, or repairs. They provide solutions for your custom projects. Offering a wide variety of window selections for home, office, or business, they strive to help their customers find the perfect products to meet their needs. With years of experience and a reputation for standing behind the products they manufacture and sell, Monett Glass and Mirror has gained the confidence and trust of their customers. Exceptional service in auto, home, and commercial glass. Call 235-6018 or stop by 1600 Wellington Avenue behind Walmart.
It's more than just a women's clothing store at Peppers & Company in downtown Monett. For more than 25 years, owner Linda Sitton has not only featured women's apparel from petite to plus sizes, but also a huge selection of accessories, jewelry, shoes, and purses with many designer brands to choose from. For the area's largest selection of up-to-date fashions and accessories for the gal on the go, hurry in to Peppers & Company at 416 East Broadway in Monett for friendly, personalized service.
Billings gets a steal, but Bella Harder fouled going to the basket. Foul committed by the Lady Cubs.
Going to go against Allison Inman, her 4th. Yeah, there it is. 2 shots for Harder.
Billings 7 for 9 from the free throw line tonight. Harder with a team high 13 points. First free throw is good.
She's going to end up close to that average. She come in averaging 20 points, and with 14 now, possible 15 on the free throw.
Next one also good. Just a sophomore, Bella Harder. So Billings with now 4 straight after Monett had taken an 18-point lead. Shot will bounce in for Allison Inman. She has 17.
So the Cubs attack the basket. If they get past that first pass, they get a fast break situation, and the Wildcats throw up a shot the other way, and Abby Inman comes back for the Cubs.
3 minutes to play, getting late for Billings. Blocking foul on Bella Harder will put Monett back to the free throw line for a 1-and-1.
3rd foul on Harder is what I've got, yes. So Abby Inman will step to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 situation. Abby with only 1 point tonight, but has done a pretty good job of handling the ball as the first shot goes up and in.
She's 2 for 3 from the free throw line. Vayla Smith in for Allison Inman. 44-27 Monett, 2:56 to play. Next free throw, good. Monett matches their biggest lead at 18. Near steal by Abby Inman, knocks it out of bounds. Well, this Monett team had only been shooting 47% from the free throw line, but tonight 13 of 20 for 65%. Right wing jumper good for 3 by Gearing. She has 6 points. Traveling violation on Sadie Camp will give it back to Billings, but still a 15-point lead for Monett at 45-30 and 2:40 left. Harder quickly drives to the right block. Forces the pass inside, knocked out of bounds by Monett's Hallie Shane. Shane nearly steals the inbounds pass, does. Vayla Smith, 2-on-1, drives, missed it. Offensive rebound, Abby Inman follows it up and in.
And credit Shane with good defense for the Cubs. That's been the trademark for the Cubs the entire game is the defense. We got another 3-pointer by Gearing.
And a timeout by Billings. Gearing now with 9. We got a timeout with 2:15 left. Monett 47, Billings 33. Quick, keep it here for just a moment. Sponsored in part by Monett Mufflers and More. Go see Mike and Christine Shanks, located at 310 Central. They'll get the auto repair, truck repair done right the first time. They will not take advantage of you, and we'll enjoy working with Mike and Christine Shanks at Monett Mufflers and More. Cox Health, we've got the care you need when you need it, close to home. Jamie Lynn's Dinners to Go, 1305 East Cleveland. Follow her on Facebook for the weekly menu. The dinner tonight, sliced roast beef, the garlic mashed potatoes, green beans, and hot roll. You can see her Facebook page for her menu. The grab-and-go dinners Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. Pick them up between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. Also usually offers a daily lunch special as well. That's also posted on her Facebook page. Peppers & Company, 416 East Broadway, for women's clothing and accessories. And Monett Glass and Mirror, 1600 Wellington Avenue, behind Walmart in Monett, for auto, home, and commercial glass. Monett with a 14-point lead at 47-33. Lady Cubs will pull it back out with 2 minutes left. Going to force Billings to foul.
Wildcats not very aggressive defensively as the Cubs try to go inside, and Seeley puts up a shot and it comes off the board, and the Wildcats back the other way.
1:49 left. Is there enough time for Billings? 14 points, a lot to overcome. In the paint, Harder, shot no good. Rebound, Sadie Camp.
Harder kind of pressing now because of the good defense put on them by the Cubs, and we got a timeout by the Cubs to avoid another turnover.
Coach Klein had 2 left. He uses one of the 2 here. 47-33 Monett, 1:36 left on MHSCubs.com.
Life insurance is one of those subjects that make people want to change the subject, rather than admit they probably don't have enough. That's why State Farm agent Jerry Sitton in Joplin focuses on how the benefits of life insurance actually live on by asking people to think in terms of life without having to sell the house insurance, or life without having to give up college insurance. Find out how the benefits of life insurance can live on for your family. Call State Farm agent Jerry Sitton in Joplin and put the life back in life insurance.
The Monett Athletic Booster Club is growing, and they want you to help. The Booster Club operates to support all Monett High School Cubs and Lady Cubs athletic teams by providing monetary support, volunteer support, and promoting team spirit. Their efforts reach out to all Monett High School athletic activities in an unbiased way. Your help, whether financial or by volunteering your time, is greatly appreciated. To become an active member in the Monett Athletic Booster Club, contact the high school office.
Mike McClure, Dave Beckett back at Monett High School. 1:36 to play. Monett with a 47-33 lead. Harder will throw it off of Abby Inman out of bounds after Harder had kind of stolen the inbounds pass. That's a Monett turnover, and Billings is going to get it back. Sponsored in part by Peppers & Company. Go see owner Linda Sitton. Great women's clothing and accessories at 416 East Broadway. Jerry Sitten, State Farm in Joplin, 1931 East 20th Street, and the Monet Athletic Booster Club.
And the Wildcats had the ball out of bounds after they'd stolen the inbounds pass from the Cubs and just stepped on the sideline, and so that's a violation before you threw it in. And the Cubs back with the basketball.
Up by 14. Billings again need a steal or a foul to get the clock stopped. They're down by 14. Hallie Shane out to Sadie Camp. Bounce pass Allison Inman. No fouls yet by Billings. Sadie Camp near the gold block M at midcourt. Right side, Ariana Seeley. Seeley finds Abby Inman. Drives in. Shot no good. Got a whistle and a foul on Billings.
And it's a 2-shot foul against the Wildcats, as that's their 9th team foul, but foul going to go against Gearing, her 3rd.
The 21st and 22nd free throws shot by Monett. They are 13 for 20. Abby Inman with 5 points. First one good. Her season high 14 against Verona. Here in the quarter, Monett's outscored Billings 23-13. Next one, no good. Seeley ties up Gearing. Arrow favors Monett.
So the Cubs will have the ball right back underneath their own basket. Minute and 11 seconds to go, and a 48-33 lead over the Billings Lady Wildcats.
49, the season high for Monett in points against Purdy in the second game of the year. Allison Inman fouled and will go to the free throw line for 2.
Gearing with the foul, that'll be her 4th.
.69 seconds left, Monett by 15. First free throw by Allison Inman, good for her 18th point. This for Monett, looking for their 50th point. Free throw is good. 16 of 24 from the foul line. Monett by 17. 1 minute to play. Ashley gets free, then stolen by Allison Inman. That should be enough. Palming violation called on Allison Inman. Turnover gives it back to Billings with 55 seconds left. Not going to matter at this point with a 17-point lead.
No, the Cubs can just let the Wildcats almost score at will if they want to. So put up a wild shot, did the Wildcats that time, and the Cubs come away with the rebound, and Camp bring the ball across mid-floor.
Fewest points scored in a game this year by Billings. They lost to Chadwick 55-28 on December 13th. Allison Inman down the lane, pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound to Harder. 2-on-2, Harder running the floor, and she is fouled.
It was just a question on which Cub was going to foul her. Was it going to be Seeley or Abby Inman? And I believe that Abby was the one that caught up to her and fouled Harder. 2 shots forthcoming.
Third foul, Abby Inman. Harder, another double-double tonight. She's got 15 points. First free throw good. Jasmine Villa in for Monett, replacing Ariana Seeley. Next free throw short. Rebound to Sadie Camp. 22 seconds left. Billings probably won't be fouling here. Just as soon as we say that, Ashley calls for the foul. That's her 5th. She will foul out with 4 points on a 3-point per game average.
And I believe Sadie Camp will be going the line for the Cubs for 2 shots, as that's the 10th team foul against the Wildcats.
Still have not said that that's the 5th foul on Billings. Sadie Camp to shoot 2. Even Ashley holding up 5 fingers saying, that's 5, I fouled out. First free throw, no good.
The board only has 4.
Okay.
So
50-34 Monett, 18 seconds left. Sadie Camp looking for her 11th point. Free throw, no good. Rebound to Gearing. Monett's 7-game losing streak will come to an end. They'll improve to 4-9. Billings will fall to 3-7. Miss inside by the Lady Wildcats. Offensive rebound put back up and in by Harder. She'll finish with 18 points, 2 seconds, 1 second. Final score, Monett 50, Billings 36. Post-game show next on MHSCubs.com and the YouTube channel Monett Cubs Live.
K Concrete, with locations in Monett, Mount Vernon, Aurora, Republic, and Sarcoxie, has proudly served Southwest Missouri since 1964. Sidewalks, trails, paths, driveways, parking lots, patching, streets, concrete paving. K Concrete provides all your ready-mix needs, no matter the industry, governmental, commercial, agricultural, or residential. We're committed to providing quality products and unmatched customer service. K Concrete takes pride in serving its local communities.
Not a lot of time for lunch or dinner? Sonic Drive-In at 9th and Cleveland and Monett invites you to be first in line every time with Order Ahead. Just download the Sonic Drive-In mobile app on your smartphone and place your order from anywhere, anytime. Pull into one of our Sonic stalls, check in on the app, and let us know what stall you're in, and we'll bring your order right out to you. You don't even have to push the red button on the menu board when using the app. Order ahead, and we'll put you first in line every time at Sonic Drive-In in Monett.
Price Cutter is the proud exclusive retailer of Show Me Beef, Missouri's best, born, raised, and processed in Missouri. This new line of local USDA Choice Angus beef products features superior craftsmanship and consistency that you can find in some of the finest restaurants. Show Me Beef and Price Cutter. Local matters. Shop from the comfort of your own home and let us do the rest for you with Price Cutter Curbside. Order online, by phone, or download our Shop Price Cutter app. Fill your cart, reserve your time slot, pay online. Try Price Cutter Curbside today.
Lady Cub basketball sponsored in part by K Concrete, serving the area for all of your ready-mix needs. Sonic Drive-In, 9th and Cleveland and Monett. Don't forget to download the Sonic mobile app. And Price Cutter, located at 2150 East Cleveland, next to Monett High School. Inside the Monett Price Cutter, the Ace Hardware Store, the Price Cutter Pharmacy, and of course Price Cutter, the exclusive retailer of Show Me Beef. Monett Lady Cubs get the win over the Billings Lady Wildcats, 50-36. Monett improving to 4-9. Billings falling to 3-7. Monett led 10-6 at the end of the first quarter. They led at halftime 18-12. They're up 25-20 after 3, and scored the same amount of points in the fourth quarter that they had in the first 3 quarters combined, as Monett outscored Billings in the fourth quarter 25-16, winning it 50-36. Allison Inman had 19 points. Sadie Camp with 11. Hallie Shane had a season-high 8 points. By the way, Allison Inman's 19 is a season-high. Abby Inman 6. And Ariana Seeley had 6 points. For Billings tonight, Bella Harder had 18, 2 below her per-game average. Riley Gearing had 9. 4 points for Haley Ashley. 3 points for Kenzie Clendenning. And 2 points for Aaliyah Dickinson. So again, season-high in points for Allison Inman, 19. Season-high points for Hallie Shane, 8. Again, Sadie Camp in double figures, 11. Just a nice win by Monett. Good defense by the Lady Cubs in the second half. Didn't let Billings into it, especially in that fourth quarter. It was just a 5-point lead going into the final quarter. But again, Monett had another 8-0 run, their third of this ball game, and they made a bunch of free throws in the second half as well.
Lots of good things as far as spreading the offense around as far as scoring is concerned for the Cubs. Then also doing a good job rebounding, and defensively, that's probably what won the ball game as far as the Cubs are concerned. But just as important as that free throw shooting, like you say, coming in here and not a very good free throw shooting team, but is able to shoot high 60s tonight.
Yeah.
So the Cubs doing a lot of things well. Granted, Cubs will take the win and say it's move on to the next one. The Nevada Lady Tigers on Thursday, weather permitting, but good win here at Monett High School for the Lady Cubs.
White's Grill, 6 o'clock start. Talk to you tomorrow, huh?
Yeah. Have to make sure what time they close.
Okay. Monett 50, Billings 36. We'll come back and visit with head coach Josh Klein after this timeout.
Since 1959, Vaughn's JDV Company has been the leader in the Monett area in excavation work, including hauling and dozer work. They take this time to salute all student athletes. We appreciate the extra effort you put in, not only in the classroom, but in your particular sport to be the best you can be every day. Best wishes for a successful season from everyone at Vaughn's JDV Company. north of Monett on Highway H. Call Vaughn's at 235-7700.
Mike McClure back in Monett. Monett Lady Cubs over the Billings Lady Wildcats, 50-36, joined by winning head coach Josh Klein. The 50 points, a new season high for Monett. They scored 49 against Purdy, second game of the year. And Josh, what a nice win to your ball club. It was close going into the final quarter. You're up 25-20, but put 25 points on the board in the final 8 minutes, and your kids got a hard-earned victory tonight. Congratulations.
Yeah, I mean, it's something we've needed. I told the girls that second half, and really the whole game, that's probably the best we've looked from start to finish. And we finally probably had more assists in that early fourth quarter than we had in a few games. We had some bounce passes and we finished, played really well.
Start with Allison Inman, season high 19 points for her, scored in every quarter, and again just did a good job offensively tonight.
Yeah, she did great. We ask a lot of her. She was on the harder girl who is a really tough task. I think she's probably averaging in the 20s.
Yes.
And I thought she did a good job on her, and she finished well tonight. She made her free throws and did great.
Sadie Camp had 11 points, had a couple of three-point baskets. Nice to see her in double figures tonight.
Yeah, she, last night she kind of struggled, couldn't find her shot, but tonight she, early she got some good looks and it wasn't falling, but she got a couple there in the middle of the game. And we need her to, extend the defense, and she did that tonight.
Big breakout game for your freshman, Hallie Shane, a new season high 8 points, scored in 3 of the 4 quarters, and man, she gets after it on both ends of the floor. I like her. She's a hustler.
Yeah, I kind of asked her after the game, like, who is that? She had, I don't know how many steals she had. She probably had 3 or 4 steals and some finish. She was she lit the fire tonight a little bit.
Well, you did try to control Bella Harder as best you could. She was averaging 20 points, 11 rebounds, finished with 18 points, probably close to another 11 rebounds. But again, all things considered, the job you did on her was a key to getting this win tonight.
Yeah, I thought we did pretty good. I thought most of the stuff that she got was pretty tough. We had a couple breakdowns where she was able to drive and get to the other side of the basket and made some layups. But overall, I was pretty happy with how we executed defensively.
Nice to see the season high 50 points for your ball club.
Yeah, it's nice to see the ball go in the bucket, and I think that kind of, once you see it go in a couple times, that helps. So hopefully, not only in the game, but for next game, we have a little more confidence.
Next game will be Thursday night, weather permitting, up at Nevada in a Big 8 Conference West Division ball game, and then back here on January 10th to host Springfield Catholic. So got to have a bunch of games here in January rolling along. You didn't have any games between Christmas and New Year's, no Christmas holiday tournaments. Had that loss to East Newton last night, but it's a nice bounce-back win for your ball club.
Yeah, it is. I mean, our schedule gets tough here.
Yeah.
Nevada, Catholic, I think Mount Vernon.
Yes.
3, tough teams, and I talk to my team every time. Like, we're really young. We want to get better every game, and we definitely got better tonight. And we just want to play hard and get better, whether that's winning or if we lose, we want to try to get better. And that's the goal for these next 3 or 4 games.
And you got to the free throw line 25 times tonight. That's a good sign. You made 16 of those, and again, just getting to the free throw line and getting those free points when the clock's not running.
Yeah, that's nice. And it's nice to hit them. I don't know what our season high before that was, maybe 17 or 18 shooting shots, free throws attempted, but we usually miss double figures on only 15, 16 shots. So that was definitely a high point tonight.
Josh, I know your kids are working hard. It's nice to see them rewarded with a win tonight and end that 7-game losing skid.
Yeah.
I think these kids are hardworking, and that's all you ask as a head coach is to put it all out there on the floor.
Yep, they work really hard, and we're just trying with all the freshmen and sophomores that we play. The more time that they get on the court, the better they're going to get, and the more just better basketball IQ they're going to get. Yeah. So they'll keep getting better, and we're going to keep working.
Here we are in early January. You've doubled your win output from last year. Had just 2 wins last year. You got 4, and a lot of basketball left to be played this year. Congratulations on the win, and we will catch up with you soon.
All right, thanks, Mike.
Coach Klein joining us here on the postgame show. We'll be back to wrap it up in a minute.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
See Lance Metlock, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent in Monett. And if you're in Missouri, he's got you covered.
Coast to Coast is proud to carry steel equipment. We're proud that much of Steele's legendary gasoline-powered outdoor equipment, from trimmers to chainsaws, is built right here in America. Working as hard as you do to get the job done. Real Steel. Find yours at Coast to Coast, 500 South Kyler in Monett. A majority of Steel gasoline-powered units sold in the United States are built in the United States, from domestic and foreign parts and components.
Back to wrap it up tonight here in Monett. Lady Cubs get the win over the Billings Lady Wildcats, 50-36. Again, recapping the scoring: Allison Inman, 19 points. Sadie Camp, 11. Hallie Shane with 8. Ariana Seeley had 6 points. And Abby Inman also with 6 points. For Billings, Bella Harder with 18. Riley Gearing had 9. 4 points for Haley Ashley, 3 points for Kenzie Clendenning, and 2 points for Aaliyah Dickinson. Monett improves to 4-9. Billings falls to 3-7. Next broadcast will be Monday, January the 10th, against Monett hosting Springfield Catholic. We'll get that underway again, 5:30 pregame. Varsity will tip at 6 to again followed by 2 quarters of JV ball. For Billings, they will be at Verona coming up on January 10th for their next ball game. Our thanks to Monett coach Josh Klein and to Billings head coach Randy Tao for their help prior to tonight's game. Thanks to all of our sponsors for making our live and archive coverage possible. We cannot do these broadcasts without the support of the broadcast sponsors. To our listeners, please go into this place of business. Sponsors' place of business. Tell them you heard their ad on MHSCubs.com and how much you appreciate their support of high school athletics. Thanks to the folks of the Monett school system for their support. The superintendent, Dr. Mark Drake, high school principal Stephanie Heeman, athletic director is Daryl Bradley. So we'll plan on joining you again on Monday, January 10th, as the Monett Lady Cubs host the Springfield Catholic Lady Irish. Final score tonight, Monett 50, Billings 36. For Dave Beckett, I'm Mike McClure. Thanks for joining us, and good night from Monett High School.
You've been listening to Monett High School Sports on MHSCubs.com. Tonight's game was sponsored by Vaughn's JDV, Randall, Masry and Randall, Lance Metlock, Missouri Farm Bureau, Coast to Coast, Jimmy Mitchell Motors, Bennett Wormington Funeral Home, Freedom Bank of Southern Missouri, Industrial Machine and Engineering Company, 3D Corporate Solutions, Bass Equipment, Nessel Road and Roberts, Andy Brandt Shelter Insurance, the Monett Times, MEA Financial, Wintech, the CPA Group, Play Power, Race Brothers Farm and Home Supply, Architectural Systems Incorporated, Scott Smith Farmers Insurance, Quick Draw Gun, First State Bank, Glaus Family Dentistry, Grand Tire, Buchanan Funeral Home, Tyson Foods, Jim Haston, Edward Jones, Schreiber Foods, Price Cutter, T-Shirt Snob, Bernie's Floral and Vintage Gardens, Remax Properties, The Brown Bag Break Room, Riley Snyder, American Family Insurance, Monett Rental and Sales, J&J Floor Covering, Jack Henry and Associates, Windmill Ridge Golf Course, Bruner Pharmacy, Prime Cut, Brad Hill State Farm, Joe's Tree Service, Kay's Floral Affair and Gardens, Morton Buildings, Advanced Jiffy Machine, Crown Double K Realty, Lili Asian Buffet and Dining, Scott Thrasher Shelter Insurance, Monett Mufflers and More, Cox Health, Jamie Lynn's Dinners to Go, Monett Glass and Mirror, Peppers and Company, Jerry Sitton State Farm, K Concrete, Sonic Drive-In, and the Monett Athletic Booster Club. MHSCubs.com is a division of McClure Broadcasting, LLC. For an up-to-date broadcast schedule, as well as to listen to the archived broadcast of this game, go to MHSCubs.com. Thanks for listening.